Hey, I think that worked. Haha. Can't see myself, but that's either me or it doesn't matter. Anyways,
You're like a talking orb, habitat orb.
maybe that's a feature. Let's call that a feature. All right. So we seem to be going. This is our Habitat team demos for what is it, December 22nd. It's basically like our near Christmas demo. Um, and we've got a few items this week. It's been a little lighter as we're starting to like gear down a little bit for the year, with some more folks kind of out. But that hasn't meant that we're still picking at things and still going. So I don't know who wants to go first. We've got maybe two things to show today, something like that.
Yeah, I can go.
Sure, yeah. Sounds good.
Um, Hang on, man. I stumble through this. I always do. Which one do I want now? I think this one. All right, y'all see my screens and stuff?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, this is just like I made a few like minor improvements to the UI over the last week or so that I can show. Little things mostly. One not so little thing that I haven't demoed yet, and then the rest are tiny ones. But one of them that you may have noticed is we have a new promote to stable button. So you can do this in the UI now. This has existed in the CLI for a little while, but you can easily promote a thing to the stable channel in Builder UI now. That's a handy thing. Another thing I did recently was add page titles to some of these, to all of these pages actually. It gets a little confusing when everything in your history says Habitat, application automation stuff. So it's helpful to be able to kind of navigate back to a particular place. I'm already at that place, I guess. Another thing I added was if you click the origin name, you can be taken to the origin view, which is handy. It would take you kind of to like a filter view of searches on that origin, which would maybe helpful, but it wasn't the intended user experience. But this is nice because it also, like, if you're not a member of the origin, you can quickly get to like a list of that origin's packages as well as its keys. So if you need for some reason to go and get the public keys for a particular origin, you can do that. Another thing we did is visually kind of modify the display of the keys view so that private keys are more clearly called out. That was a source of some confusion in the UI for some people. So we just made private ones really clear. Oh, and then one last little thing is this was a fix that was irritating to some people. If you happen to have an origin that has a let's see, do I have it here? Yeah, a hyphen in its name, and you were to attempt to upload a key, you'd get an error when you pasted that key in because the I'm doing the wrong one. This is public key. Wait a minute.
Oh dear, I'm just thinking about our parsing rules.
No,
Yeah.
this is for me actually. Did I paste the wrong one? Yeah, okay. I was pasting the wrong one. You'd get an error here saying that the key was invalid, but it actually is valid. We were just goofing up the key name parsing is all. So fix that. That should work better for people now. Oh, and then the last little thing, and then I'll shut up, is the we added for build jobs just a handy link to get back to the list. So if you happen to be on a build job view, it wasn't always clear how to get back to the list of all the build jobs, so we just added a link that helps you do that. That I think is pretty much it.
That's great. And I will speak personally that I found promote to stable myself doing something late at night, and I missed that landed. And it was like the most delightful thing ever. Like, it's so awesome to be delighted with something you work on. And that was a moment of like, oh my gosh, this is the best.
Cool.
All right. So Ryan, I think you said you may have had something to share.
Yeah, I can go next.
Awesome.
Hopefully I shared the right thing. Now, can you see the website?
You bet. Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. So we added a little bit of content. We added another demo. So as it stands today, if you were to go and click on Get Started in any of these locations on the home page, you would go to a demo about builder and exporting a build to Docker. And so we've got there's kind of like the three large components of Habitat, that being one of them, but there's also the packaging system part and the supervisor part. And currently there were, prior to this being released, there were sections on the website up top here for the tutorials and then the one demo, and they're kind of separated. So we've combined them under a singular page that is now called Learn up top in the main navigation. When you open this up, this links to a bunch of existing content that maybe wasn't apparent because it was split apart. When you come in here now, these top three things will be the three short demos covering like the major components of Habitat. This being the one that we've had since October, this one being brand new, and the third one around the supervisor we're working on right now. So we'll have that one soon as well. And so that's kind of like the Habitat 101 stuff. That'd be quick, short demos on the big parts. And beyond those, once you complete those, it'll bring you back to this page. And then you can continue to finish those if you haven't done all three, or you can come down here and start diving into some more involved tutorials. This one is referred to as a demo, but it's kind of like a more lengthy experience where you kind of get more hands-on and do some different things with services that are running, like change configuration and stuff. The other two are, there's one, this is like actually running more of a typical web app where you get also a hands-on experience. So these take a little bit more time than the ones above. And then the third one is a section that we're starting to build out. This is where the language-based get started guides will live. Right now there's a few where you can build your own like a even more complex web application for Ruby, Gradle, and Node. So there'll be more of those coming more into there. But yeah, so now everything's centralized under this one location that people can kind of jump right into. So we'll be adding more guides, this other demo, and then linking back to more of that stuff on the home page too. That's kind of the next step. Oops, I don't want to see my stuff there, but that's it.
That looks great. And it almost
Thanks.
to me feels like I knew how much like content we had for learning, but it feels like there's like double what I kind of perceived before seeing it all in one
Yeah.
place. So that resonates with me.
Cool. Yeah, that's exactly right. Thanks.
So unless anybody has anything else, that might be it for us today. I'm gonna guess that's probably it for us today. So I guess from the team, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of 2017. We're looking forward to an even more enjoyable, fun, productive, and sweet 2018. So see you folks then. Thanks.